You didn't lose God in a moment. You lost him in a negotiation. It wasn't a rebellion. It wasn't a scandal. It wasn't a public fall. It was one small adjustment, one delayed instruction, one "this should be fine." And heaven noticed. Because the most dangerous spiritual collapse doesn't begin with defiance. It begins with partial obedience. And that is how a chosen king lost everything. Israel was tired of faith. They wanted something visible, something impressive, someone they could point to and say, "That is our security." God warned them. A human king would fail them. They insisted. So God gave them Saul, tall enough to impress men, strong enough to command attention, handsome, royal, commanding. When he stood among the people, he looked like protection. But the day he was chosen, he was hiding in the baggage. A king hiding. Because insecurity wrapped in authority is still insecurity. And a man who does not feel approved by God will eventually chase approval from people. At first, Saul obeyed. God gave him victories. Enemies scattered. Crowds cheered. For the first time, Saul felt powerful. And slowly, success became oxygen. Then came the test. The Philistines gathered. Their army was massive. Their weapons terrifying. Israel trembled. Soldiers began slipping away. Saul waited for Samuel. The prophet was supposed to offer sacrifice before battle. But Samuel delayed. Minutes stretched. Fear grew. The army shrank. Saul stared at the empty road. No prophet. No reassurance. No visible help. So Saul made a decision. I will do it myself. He offered the sacrifice. The smoke rose. And at that exact moment, Samuel arrived. Silence. You have done a foolish thing. Saul defended himself. The soldiers were leaving. The enemy was coming. You were late. Excuses always sound reasonable when fear is in control. Samuel spoke words that changed everything. Your kingdom will not endure. Saul still wore the crown, but heaven had already withdrawn approval. Because negotiation had begun, God gave Saul another chance. Clear instructions. Destroy the Amalekites completely. Everything. No trophies. No exceptions. No edits. Saul marched. Victory was easy. But then, he saw the enemy king. He saw the best livestock. Strong, beautiful, valuable. And the voices started. We shouldn't waste these. This could be useful. This makes sense. Pride rarely sounds evil. It sounds practical. So Saul spared the king. He kept the best animals. He obeyed mostly. And mostly obedient is fully disobedient. Samuel arrived again. Saul ran to him smiling. I have obeyed the Lord. Then, a sound. Sheep bleating. Cattle lowing. Samuel asked quietly, what is that sound? Everything froze. That sound was the evidence of negotiation. Saul shifted blame. The people wanted it. It's for sacrifice. It's for God. Spiritual language. Disobedient heart. Samuel said, does the Lord delight in sacrifice as much as in obedience? To obey is better than sacrifice. God did not want performance. He wanted surrender. Saul wanted to appear faithful without actually being faithful. That is pride. Saul begged, I have sinned, but honor me before the people. He feared losing reputation more than losing God. Samuel turned to leave. Saul grabbed his robe. It tore. The Lord has torn the kingdom from you. That day, Saul kept the throne, but lost the presence. And a king without God is just a man wearing heavy metal. After that, something changed. Peace left. Jealousy entered. David began rising in favor. And when people sang, Saul has slain thousands, David tens of thousands, those words pierced him. Because pride cannot share glory. Spears flew. Rage grew. Sleep vanished. And eventually, the chosen king of Israel consulted a witch for guidance. He once heard from God. Now he searched darkness. This is how pride works. Not instantly. Gradually. One compromise at a time. Saul did not fall because he sinned once. David would sin greatly later. The difference? David broke. Saul defended. David wept. Saul argued. Saul wanted to look faithful more than be faithful. And pride always whispers, this is close enough. This is practical. This is necessary. This won't matter. But delayed obedience rewrites God's command. You don't wear a crown, but you have instructions. Forgive them. End that compromise. Tell the truth. Let go. Trust him. And sometimes you delay. Nothing happens immediately, so you assume it's fine. But the heart shifts quietly. Conviction softens. Prayer feels distant. Worship feels dry. Not because God moved, because negotiation built a wall. You don't lose God in rebellion overnight. You lose him in small negotiations. one excuse, one compromise, one "this is close enough," until comfort replaces surrender. But today, you can choose differently. Quick obedience, quiet surrender, full trust, because God resists pride, but runs toward humility. Lord, search my heart. Show me where I have negotiated obedience. Give me courage to surrender fully. Keep my heart sensitive to your voice. Amen. If you want truth that challenges pride and builds real obedience, subscribe now and watch the next message about David, the man who failed but returned. Don't repeat Saul's mistake.